Hi vlog, welcome to my guys. Shut down.
Rokok itu tidak baik, rokok itu racun. Stop, stop, stop. Oh my god!
And 4 and 3, 2, 1. He will dance you all night long.
Few moments later.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon us all. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, and Salam Kebajikan. Hello everyone, welcome to my English project video. My name is Rissya Salsabila Putri, and I'm student from class 63 1A Terjenat at Bina Sarana Informatika. And my student number is 632510005. In this video, I would like to talk about the topic smoking in campus area. So enjoy in this video. As a personal right with consideration of location. I believe that smoking is a personal right for adults because every individual should have the freedom to decide what's best for themselves. In a society that values freedom, there shouldn't be a total ban on smoking as long as it doesn't violate other people's rights. However, it's important to consider the place and situation, especially on a campus and campus differs. Campus, where many young students, staff, and visitors gather, smoking can be acceptable if done in the right location. For example, if there are designed smoking zones on the edge of campus or in open areas away from crowds, it can prevent disturbing others. This allows smokers to enjoy their habit without forcing others to be exposed to smoke, which can cause health issues like respiratory irritation or allergies. From an environmental perspective, smoking in inappropriate places can indeed contribute to litter and pollution, but if smokers act responsibly, for instance by using ashtrays and not carelessly tossing cigarettes, but the negative impact can be minimized. Campus should focus on raising awareness through education rather than imposing complete prohibition, excessive restriction on personal freedom. Overall, smoking should be allowed on campus as long as it's done in appropriate places and with consideration for others. This maintains a balance between personal rights and social responsibility. With this kind of approach, campus can remain inclusive space that respect individual choice. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my second English project video. I would like to present about the simple present. So let's run together, enjoy. What is simple present? Simple present tense is used to describe action or situation that are regular, habitual, or generally true. Simple present tense can also be used to indicate something that is happening at the moment. Next is the function of the simple present. There are four types here: general, truth, habits, instruction, and fixed schedules. The first one is general truth. General truth means a general or absolute truth. This means things whose truth is already certain and widely known. For example, water freezes at 0 degrees, and cats are mammals. This refers to facts that are already proven and true. For example, there is no such thing as water boiling at 0 degrees Celsius, right? So this type describes facts that cannot be denied. The second one is habits. A habit means something that is done continuously and consistently. For example, my mother goes to work every weekdays, and I study with my boyfriend every Sunday at the academy. The third one is instruction. Instruction means command. Example include the instruction boards we often see on the street. Instruction can also be found on product packaging. For example, don't enter this area. Close the door, please. And the last one is fixed schedules. So what's the difference with habits? If habits are routine activities that we do repeatedly, they can be schedules or not. You definitely go to school according to the schedule, right? But why does that count as a habit and not a fixed schedules? Because school happens repeatedly. Now fixed schedules refer to things that are schedules, but not repeat continuously. For example, the show starts at 8 p.m. One Direction marks their upcoming concert in Indonesia on May 30th and June 1st. Next, we have the simple present formula. Before discussing the structure, we need to know the subject table along with the correct to be and verbs. For the subject I, we use and the verb form do or verb without s. For you, they, we use are and the verb do or verb without s. For he, she, it, we use is and the verb does or the verb with s. Next is the nominal sentence. A nominal sentence is a sentence that expresses something as a noun, which can be a person names, a profession, a place, or anything that is consideration a thing. Therefore, its predicate use the verb to be is, are. Why do we use is, are? Because simple present describe the present time, so we must use the present form of to be, which is, are. For nominal sentence, there are four forms: positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative with WH question. The formula subject is subject plus to be plus complement. For example, he is a teacher. I'm smart. We are a group of students. Negative form. The formula is subject plus to be plus not plus complement. For example, Jed is not a chef. I'm not lazy. They are not here yet. Interrogative form. The formula is to be plus subject plus complement plus question. For example, is the food delicious? Am I right? Are you a doctor? Interrogative form with WH question. What's the difference from the previous one? This one uses WH question words such as what, when, where, who, whom, which, whose, why, and how. The formula is WH question plus to be plus subject plus question. For example, who is that girl? Where am I? Why are you late? Now, verbal sentence. A verb sentence is a sentence that expresses an action or behavior. The predicate is a verb. The verb used must be verb 1. Why? Because the simple present describes the present, so the correct verb form is verb 1. Just like nominal sentence, verbal sentence also have four forms: positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative with WH question. Positive form. The formula is subject plus verb 1 plus s plus complement. The verb can either use or not use s depending on the subject. For example, I write a letter and he goes to school. Remember the subject table we discussed? If the subject is I, you, they, we, or plural subject, use the verb without s. If the subject is he, she, it, or singular subjects, use the verb with s. Verbal sentence show action being done by the subject. Meanwhile, nominal sentence used to be to state what the subject is. Negative form. The formula is subject plus do or does plus not plus verb 1 plus complement. For example is they do not know where to go or she does not bring an umbrella. Interrogative form. The formula is do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus complement plus question. For example, does he bring the book or do you like it? Last one, interrogative with WH question. The formula is WH question plus do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus complement plus question. For example is when does he go to school or why do you love badminton so much? One important thing to remember, if you use does in your sentence, the verb must not use s anymore because the does already represents it. That's all for my presenting about the simple present. Thank you very much and thank you for watching.